How to read anyone instantly, 18 psychological tips. Have you ever wanted to understand what someone is truly thinking without them saying a word? Imagine having the ability to read people instantly, to know their emotions, intentions, and even their hidden motives. Well, today, you're in luck. In this video, we're diving into 18 powerful psychological tips that will help you read anyone, anywhere, at any time. Whether you're in a meeting, social gathering, or just trying to connect with someone on a deeper level, these techniques will give you the edge in understanding body language, facial expressions, and subtle cues that people give off without realizing it. Understanding these can not only boost your social skills but also help you build stronger relationships, avoid misunderstandings, and become an expert at reading between the lines. From decoding facial expressions to understanding how tone of voice can reveal someone's true feelings, this guide will empower you to instantly connect with people and truly understand what's going on beneath the surface. So, let's unlock the secrets of human behavior together and dive into these 18 psychological tips that will change the way you communicate forever. Stay tuned. 1. The power of eye contact. Eye contact is the window to the soul, and it's incredibly powerful in reading someone's true emotions. Think about it. When someone avoids eye contact, they're often hiding something, feeling insecure, or even trying to dodge confrontation. On the flip side, prolonged eye contact can signal dominance, attraction, or deep interest, but it's all about the context. In a conversation, if someone's eyes dart around or constantly look at their phone, it's a classic sign they're distracted, bored, or not fully engaged. People who maintain steady eye contact are more likely to be truthful and invested in the interaction. They're showing you that they're present and actively listening. But here's the kicker: the eyes give away more than words. You can gauge trust, sincerity, or even whether someone is interested in you just by studying their gaze. So, next time you're in a conversation, take note of their eyes. Are they wide open and locked onto you, or darting away? That's your first clue about what they really think. 2. The significance of body language. Your body doesn't lie, and it speaks louder than words ever could. When someone is standing with their arms crossed, leaning away, or constantly looking down, they're subconsciously signaling that they're feeling closed off, defensive, or even uncomfortable. It's an instinctive reaction that's hard to mask. On the flip side, open body language with relaxed posture, palms showing, and feet pointed toward the person they're talking to indicates engagement, trust, and comfort. The next time you're in a conversation, observe how the other person is standing or sitting. Are they facing you head-on? Are their feet pointed directly at you? This reveals interest, even if they're not verbalizing it. Body language gives away everything from power dynamics to emotional state. When you start paying attention to how people move or position themselves, you'll instantly start to pick up on their subconscious feelings, whether they're open to connecting or just politely tolerating your presence. 3. The power of mirroring. We all love being around people who make us feel comfortable, right? Mirroring, the unconscious act of mimicking someone's movements, posture, or expressions, plays a huge role in building rapport and creating a connection. If someone is subtly mirroring your actions or speech, it's a sign they feel comfortable with you and are genuinely engaged. On the other hand, when someone is pulling away or doesn't mirror your gestures, it's a clear sign that they may feel disconnected or uncomfortable. It's one of the most powerful signs of empathy and connection. Mirroring happens naturally when people are bonding, and it's a behavior that indicates emotional alignment. So, if you want to build a stronger bond with someone, try mirroring their body language. You don't need to go overboard, just subtly match their posture or gestures, and watch how the rapport deepens naturally. People are naturally drawn to those who reflect their own energy. 4. The role of micro-expressions. Ever noticed how someone's face seems to flicker with emotion for just a split second, even when they're trying to hide it? Those brief facial expressions, known as micro-expressions, are powerful emotional indicators that happen in a fraction of a second. They can reveal whether someone is feeling anger, surprise, disgust, or joy, even if they quickly cover it up with a neutral face. The key to reading micro-expressions is to catch those fleeting moments when their true feelings escape, like a brief furrow of the brow or a sudden, involuntary smile. For instance, if someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes, it might indicate that they're faking happiness, possibly hiding discomfort or tension. People can't always control these micro-expressions, so they're a goldmine for spotting true emotions. Learn to spot them, and you'll be able to decipher the hidden layers of any conversation, uncovering what people are truly thinking, even if they don't say it. 5. The handshake test. Did you know that a handshake can reveal a lot about a person's personality and emotional state? A firm, confident handshake often signals self-assurance, openness, and dominance in the conversation. If someone gives a weak or limp handshake, it could suggest insecurity, hesitation, or even a lack of interest. But the handshake doesn't just tell you about confidence, it also gives you a glimpse into their level of comfort with you. For example, a lingering handshake could indicate a desire to connect or even a power move, trying to establish dominance. But don't be fooled by a firm handshake alone. Pay attention to how long it lasts, the pressure, and even how they pull away. A quick release might suggest they're trying to avoid too much intimacy, while a prolonged clasp could indicate eagerness to establish rapport or an unconscious need for control. Next time you meet someone, pay attention to their handshake, it's more revealing than you think. 6. How they stand. A person's posture can tell you a lot about their confidence, mood, and even their intention in the interaction. Someone standing tall with shoulders back and feet planted firmly signals self-assurance and comfort. They're confident, in control, and ready to take on the conversation. In contrast, someone who is slouching or constantly shifting their weight might be feeling uncertain or uncomfortable. Standing with feet pointed toward the door or an open space may also indicate a desire to leave or end the interaction. Pay attention to the way someone stands, as it can often reflect their mental state more than their words. If someone shifts their stance to face you directly, it's usually a sign that they're open to the conversation and interested in engaging with you. But if they start moving away or avoiding direct eye contact, they're subconsciously signaling discomfort or disinterest. 7. Tone of voice. The tone of someone's voice is one of the most revealing elements of communication. It's not always what someone says, but how they say it that gives you a clearer picture of their emotions. If a person's tone is higher pitched, it may indicate nervousness, excitement, or even anxiety. A deeper tone, on the other hand, signals calmness, authority, or control. Pay close attention to the speed and volume of their speech. If they speak quickly, it could mean they're excited, eager, or nervous. On the flip side, speaking slowly or softly may suggest contemplation, reluctance, or an attempt to keep things under control. A change in tone can also signal emotional shifts. Someone who suddenly raises their voice or speaks more forcefully might be feeling anger, frustration, or trying to assert dominance. Learning to tune into these vocal shifts allows you to read emotions beneath the surface, even when words don't tell the full story. 8. The feet don't lie. The feet are often the most honest part of the body. While we can control our facial expressions, posture, and gestures, our feet tend to reveal our true feelings, often without us realizing it. If someone's feet are pointed toward you, it's a sign that they're engaged and interested. If their feet are pointed away from you or toward an exit, it could mean that they're ready to leave or are feeling disinterested or uncomfortable. Foot movement is also crucial. Someone who is constantly shifting their feet, tapping, or bouncing them may be feeling nervous or impatient. Conversely, still, planted feet indicate a person who feels grounded, calm, and secure in the interaction. When reading body language, don't overlook the feet. These little indicators can tell you a lot about someone's comfort level and emotional state. 9. The power of silence. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than words. Pauses in conversation can reveal so much about someone's true feelings. When someone suddenly stops talking or goes quiet for a moment, it's usually a signal that they're deep in thought, processing what's just been said, or contemplating how to respond. Short silences often indicate surprise, uncertainty, or hesitation. If they look away or shift their body language after a pause, it's a clue that something might be off. Longer silences, on the other hand, can signify discomfort or a reluctance to engage. Sometimes, people use silence as a defense mechanism to avoid saying something uncomfortable or to create emotional distance. Learn to read these pauses and understand that in many cases, what's not being said is just as important as what is. 10. Changes in breathing patterns. Paying attention to breathing patterns can help you decode a person's emotional state. When someone's breathing becomes quick and shallow, it's a strong indicator of anxiety, stress, or excitement. If you notice them holding their breath, they might be feeling tense, fearful, or uncertain. On the other hand, if their breathing is slow, deep, and regular, it signals that they're calm, confident, and comfortable in the situation. Shallow breathing can also indicate that a person is under pressure or trying to stay composed despite feeling anxious. Another key signal is when a person starts breathing more heavily or slowing down. This could indicate frustration, reluctance, or even boredom. For example, in a stressful conversation, Someone's breath may become erratic or uneven, revealing their internal turmoil. However, if they're comfortable or in a relaxed state, their breath is typically smooth and steady. Paying attention to these subtle changes can give you key insights into how someone feels, especially when their words or actions are trying to mask those emotions. 11. The fake smile versus real smile. Not all smiles are created equal. A true smile is one of the most genuine and easy to read indicators of emotion. When someone gives a genuine smile, you can see it in their eyes. They'll crinkle at the corners, known as Duchenne smiles, which signals happiness, warmth, and authenticity. A fake smile, however, often only involves the mouth, no crinkling around the eyes, and can signal discomfort, politeness, or even deception. The next time someone smiles at you, observe their eyes. If their smile doesn't reach their eyes, it's likely not sincere. People who are truly happy when they smile will give away their true feelings in an authentic way. So next time you're trying to gauge someone's mood, ask yourself, is this smile real, or just a polite gesture? 12. How they react to touch. The way a person reacts to physical touch, even light contact, can reveal a lot about their emotional boundaries, comfort levels, and even their trust in you. A firm handshake or a light touch on the arm often signals familiarity and comfort. However, if someone recoils, pulls away, or seems tense when touched, it could signal discomfort, unease, or a need for more personal space. Keep in mind that cultural factors also play a role. While some people are more comfortable with touch, others may avoid it to maintain boundaries. Be mindful of how people react to touch, as their response is a clear indicator of their current state of mind. It's important to notice these cues to gauge how comfortable or open they are during the interaction. 13. The look of contempt. Contempt is one of the most dangerous and telling emotions because it's a blend of anger, disgust, and superiority. It's expressed through a subtle, one-sided smile, often just a slight curl of one side of the lips, and accompanied by an eye roll or raised eyebrows. When someone expresses contempt, they're not just displeased, they feel superior to the person they're addressing. This is a sign of deep disdain or judgment. If you notice this expression, it's a clear red flag that the person has a negative judgment about you or the situation, even if they're trying to keep it hidden. Contempt is often a relationship killer, and spotting it early allows you to navigate the situation more effectively. So, if you catch that half smile, you know it's time to tread carefully. 14. The power of a pause. Silence can be incredibly telling in conversations. Pauses can reflect someone's internal state, whether they're thinking deeply, stalling, or processing emotions. A brief pause might indicate uncertainty or hesitation, showing that someone is unsure of what to say next or struggling with a decision. Long pauses, especially in tense or emotional conversations, can signal discomfort or emotional withdrawal. People use pauses to create space, whether to avoid confrontation or to collect their thoughts before responding. If you notice someone pausing before giving you an answer, pay attention. It can be a subtle way of telling you that they're feeling unsure, unwilling to share, or even trying to control the direction of the conversation. Recognizing these moments gives you more insight into the emotional landscape of the conversation. 15. Speech patterns, filler words. The way a person speaks, including their speech patterns and use of filler words, can provide valuable insight into their emotional state. Frequent use of words like or like can suggest uncertainty, nervousness, or lack of confidence. When people are comfortable, they tend to speak more fluidly and with fewer interruptions. Speech that's too fast or stammering might indicate anxiety, while speaking slowly can reflect thoughtfulness or even avoidance. Notice the rhythm of their speech. If they suddenly start using more filler words or speaking in a choppy way, it might mean they're feeling unsure, stressed, or caught off guard. By paying attention to these speech cues, you can quickly assess how the person is feeling, whether they're calm, nervous, defensive, or confident. 16. Physical proximity. Have you ever noticed how people instinctively adjust their distance when they're in conversation? Proxemics is the study of personal space, and it's a powerful indicator of someone's feelings toward you. Close proximity, getting within personal space, suggests intimacy, trust, and comfort. However, stepping back or standing too far away signals that someone is feeling guarded, distant, or not ready for close interaction. In most cultures, personal space is about 1 to 3 feet. If someone invades it, it could signal dominance or an attempt to build closeness. Conversely, if they move away from you, they're likely feeling uncomfortable or wanting to distance themselves emotionally. By observing how people adjust their physical proximity, you can gauge how they feel about the interaction and whether they want to be closer or further apart. 17. The power of laughter. Laughter is a universal sign of enjoyment and social connection, but not all laughter is sincere. Fake laughter is usually a way to cover up discomfort or to fit in. It might be forced, abrupt, or not reach the eyes. However, genuine laughter, especially when it involves full-body engagement, where the person's shoulders shake or their eyes crinkle, indicates real enjoyment, ease, and authentic connection. Pay attention to the context. If someone laughs at an inappropriate moment or laughs nervously, it could be a sign that they're feeling awkward or trying to mask their discomfort. When laughter is real, it usually accompanies a relaxed, open posture and indicates someone who feels comfortable, happy, and safe in the interaction. Understanding the difference between real and fake laughter can help you decode whether people are truly enjoying your company or just going along with the situation. 18. The role of post-conversation behavior. What happens after a conversation often speaks volumes about how it went. Someone who walks away quickly, avoids eye contact, or doesn't turn back to acknowledge you likely feels uncomfortable, disconnected, or even bored. In contrast, if someone lingers after the conversation, continues to smile, or reaches out to continue the chat, they're usually signaling positive engagement, comfort, and interest. The way a person behaves after the interaction is often a true reflection of their feelings during it, even if they've said all the right things. People often act more naturally when they think you're not paying attention. So keep an eye on those little post-conversation details. They're key to understanding how someone really feels about your time together.